Hi everyone, we're going to do this lesson right here, which is factor and solve quadratics that are in trinomial form. So notice that it also says a is greater than 1. So what do we mean when we say a is greater than 1? Remember, our standard form of a quadratic is ax squared plus bx plus c. And we're talking about solving things when a is greater than 1. And we're going to use technology, but we probably have an extra step for a lot of our answers. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to go over here and hit factors. All right, so we are going to go through 3 steps. Step 1 is check GCF. All right, this is very important because your calculator will not give you a GCF. All right, then we're going to find our zeros. Then we're going to find our factors. So 3 steps. All right, so number 1, check GCF. So check GCF. We have 2x squared plus 17x plus 30. Is there a GCF in there? Is there some number that I can divide? Well, we'd have to be looking for a 2, and it doesn't look like 2 is going to be a GCF because 17 is an odd number. All right, so I'm just going to write no GCF here, and I don't need to worry about that later. Okay, step 2 is find zeros. All right, so we're going to find zeros using technology. So our A is a 2, our B is a 17, and our C is a 30. All right, so I'm going to go over to my calculator soup calculator here, and I'm going to put in a 2, and I'm going to put in a 17, and I'm going to put in a 30, and I'm going to say calculate. All right, now notice it gives you an answer right here, negative 2.5 and negative 6. Those are our 2 factors. We can't use, or 2 zeros, so we can't use those to make factors. All right, so we have to go farther down here towards the end, and we can see what the factors were. All right, so those are the 2 that we're going to use. So we are going to use x equals negative 5 over 2, and we are going to use x equals negative 6. All right, so there's our zeros. Next, we have to make factors out of those zeros. So let's go with x equals negative 5 over 2 first, since that's the one that looks most complicated. All right. So it's a pretty simple idea. We are going to have a factor, and we're going to take this 2 and we're going to put it right here. So that's going to be 2x, and we're going to take this 5 and we're going to put it right here. The next thing we're going to do is change the sign. So there we go. That's one of our 2 factors. Our second factor is simpler, x equals negative 6, because it's not a fraction. So that's pretty easy. So we're going to have, this 6 is going to go right here. So we're going to have x. We also have to change our sign. So it's going to be a plus. Change sign. Now, if you want to check and see if you did this right, okay, so here's our check. Is going to take positive 5 times positive 6, and that's going to equal positive 30, and that matches. All right, so we have the right answer. So our answer is 2x plus 5 and x plus 6. So we go back to our delta math here. And notice that we have two answers. So we say we have two answers to factor our oops, we don't have one answer to factor our trinomial, sorry. All right, so we're going to put in 2x plus 5 and x plus 6. Things in the way here, x plus 6. And say, yes, we're happy with that answer. And we get a big green check, which is awesome. Okay, this explanation here shows you how to do this, a little guess and check method, without using technology. And I encourage you to try that.